host of you, Wallace the Motivator Durham, as you've known me. Now, I've always believed in speaking things into the existence. The ether brings you what you ask for, and you heard me a couple of breaks say that we're going to try to get Sister Claudia on the line. Well, that is spoken to existence, so put it in your mind first, and it happens in the actuality thereof. Now, to let you know, family, since we got a half hour to go, this beautiful sister has a wealth of talent. Let me go ahead and give you some of her props. Claudia McLean is a talented and vivacious triple threat. Now, she dances, models, and is an extremely talented working actress. Claudia is actively pursuing a career in performing arts and also earning her master's degree in elementary education. Now, in December 2009, Claudia received a standing ovation for a jazz dance performance in the Endicott Performing Arts Christmas Show. Following up, in June 2010, Claudia performed on the off-Broadway comedy spoof, The XYZ Files, as the very comedic character Florence. Now, in July of that same year, Claudia was featured in a TV documentary called Models vs. Actors, which is part 4 of the Live from Midtown documentary series, LFM, Mondays at 5 p.m. on Colors TV, Dish Network, channel 9407. Now, Claudia will also be featured as a Shimmer Woman, Agent Franz, in the fall web series Dominion, and a supporting character in 2 other 2010 indie films, along with ongoing theater work, dance performances, and commercial modeling. She's also versatile in her ability to work behind the scenes as a needed personnel as well. She was the casting director and assistant stage manager during the production of the classical play Day of Absence by Douglas T. Ward through Revelations Performing Arts Center in Brooklyn. Her characters in Day of Absence were Mary, the club woman, and Miss Handy, Anna A. Now, that play ran for several months after Black History in 2010 and aired on the New York City TV network station BCAT for 2 weeks straight. Now, anyone who's ever met Claudia knows that she's very passionate about 3 things in her life: her teaching career, her acting career, and her love for people. I happened to go online and see a little bit of one of her shows, well, really one of her short vignettes called He Loves Me. Now, I don't want to hold up any longer from bringing this beautiful sister to the airways. We talked about her in the beginning. She's here now, live in the spirit. Welcome to the show, Sister Claudia McLean. How you doing, my sister?
Woo! Thank you for that introduction. Wow. Thank you for having me. What a blessing and what an honor to be on the show today. Thank you so much.
Well, I told the family in the beginning of the show when we couldn't get you on, I said I remember Mo telling us, and he's still with us, family, Mo Bangham.
Right, yes. Much love to, yes, Mo Bangham, yes.
Most definitely. I remember he telling me that you had the audition, and you said you had a meeting. I'm glad that went well for you, sister, and you are prospering in your career. You have a wealth of talent.
So go ahead.
It go out well for you, did it not?
Yes, actually tonight I was cast as the lead female reader for a new Glory to God production film called Scars by Damian Bailey. And so I read for Madeline, who's a school teacher. She is a Christian, and she's a great catalyst for one of the struggling lead males in the story. So it's a very powerful role, and I was very honored to be chosen. So that's where I was a little bit earlier. So, but yeah, everything went well. It's a very touching story, and I would definitely suggest, you know, for our church family and family, you know, you have kids in school, or you of course, everyone knows the kid, and, you know, just these struggles that they're going through, because it's actually a story about bullying. And, you know, so, you know, I won't really tell the story, but it's a very profound message that can reach, you know, people in different ways, and just also to touch on dysfunction in families and how bullying starts, you know, because sometimes it's really the bully that is the real victim, and they don't know how to constructively release, you know, whatever stress it is that they're going on in their life, and so, you know, they resort to picking on other people. So, you know, sometimes we have to look a little bit deeper and see, you know, why is this occurring in our schools? you know, so prominently at this point. So it's a powerful film, and it's a powerful message, and what makes it really powerful is that it is real, and they're dealing with real issues today. So, yeah. So I just wanted to let you know what that was about. So I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for not giving up and getting back to me.
If you know anything about the Harambe Radio and television family, we will try till we get it right. We don't say who wasn't where they supposed to be. We say,
all right, now. Yeah, because I was looking forward to talking to you, so I'm glad it worked out. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna run together. Let me let the family know as we have you on the air. You have a passion for what you do. It comes across in your voice and your presence. What got you interested in the acting bug, so to speak, to make you pursue that as well as you have a beautiful headshot? Let me say this, sister. And the modeling is in your blood, I can see. But what got you interested in knowing that you wanted to bring your talent to the acting stage? Was it a youthful dream you had? Was somebody in the family a former actor, or what really started?
Well, being an only child, you know, I guess I was pretty sheltered, you know, center of attention. So my mom was always taking pictures. You know, I was always used to just, you know, being in something, some kind of performance. You know, we went to church, you know, even in school, I carried it over to school, and I was a cheerleader, the drill team, and always really just loved performing and, you know, the togetherness that it brings, because, you know, people get together a lot of times on these occasions, and it's really all about family and love and having a good time and being able to relate with one another. So, you know, so that's the beautiful thing about it as well. You know, I mean, it's really that togetherness. And again, you know, theater, these screenplays, I mean, we have a lot of talented artists out today that are writing these stories, you know, telling people's stories, and we really need to support that. You know, I mean, that's what life is all about, you know, relating to one another and learning more about each other, you know, and basically supporting each other in this world, you know. That's how Jesus would want it. That's how God would want it, you know. So, yeah, I really just feel that the whole bond in general is a beautiful thing, you know, telling the story, and then also the audience getting, you know, being able to identify with people in the story, and maybe even helping them answer some questions that they have in their lives, or just even knowing that they're not alone, you know, going through that, you know, because there's really a story out there. Everyone has a story, basically, you know. So.
Well, I like to hear Mo tell. He told me briefly, but it sounded very interesting how you and him collaborated when both of you were on a set for roles as husband and wife. You want to elaborate on that meeting, Mo, and let the family know what you saw in Sister Claudia when you said this sister has potential beyond her own knowledge herself?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I just want what's up, baby? How you doing? Yeah, I'm working with her right now, emotional management. But here's what happened. Basically, we both went for an audition for a movie. It was the G Unit. You remember the name of the movie, Claudia?
You know what? It slips my mind right now, but I remember the audition, and I remember how we went in, and you know they had us go in groups. So we went in like in a group of 3, and then we were the married couple, and then we had someone showing us a home, a realtor, and we just kind of worked that scene out. Didn't we? We just kind of flowed from the very beginning. Like once we met, it was like we had like this instant chemistry where we just kind of made that work. And even though, you know, we even did some things where later we were like, well, maybe we could have done this differently or that differently, but it was still nice to kind of, you know, collaborate on that and then just kind of learn from the experience and enjoy it for what it was. So, it was a big time, though.
More or less, well, she flows. This is what she does. So, I'll be honest with you, she was much more comfortable when she was doing it than I was. I was trying to get the feel of it. But see, one thing I can say, working with her just for that moment gave me an outlook of, like, she actually kind of, like, made me feel comfortable. So, that's, like, so great spirit in acting with her, that she could actually make the other person, because if you're nervous and then the person you're working with is not too comfortable, it's not going to work out. You're going to look like you're nervous. So, like, you being comfortable made me feel a little comfortable. I didn't get the part, but I didn't feel like I was being, I embarrassed myself neither. More or less, you know, so.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I didn't even realize that, because I feel like we really just kind of flowed and we worked it out.